Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This video I'm going to be talking about my gold trade that I took on Monday. So yesterday is about 1 to 4 risk to reward. It's a pretty good setup that I took right over here. All right, so let me start off on the 4-hour time frame. All right, so in previous video we were, I think on Friday, we're right around this high. So this is how I calculate the trend, right? So we have this low over here, we create a high, we have the higher low, and then so on, right? So we close Friday on this high. Two things we need to pay attention is this previous high over here, and then this current high that we had on the market. So the price just came down and dipped all the way to where I pay attention. One of the things that I pay attention most on the charts is the moving average. So price just came here, tapped this moving average, and I was just waiting, right? This was Monday, around Monday morning. So I hadn't taken the trade yet. I was just waiting for, a second confirmation. It was Memorial Day as well, so I didn't want to overtrade on a holiday, right? But if we follow this trend, we're waiting for price to come down and make this retest on this previous high over here to then after push and then create new highs. So let me explain this part. So price just made this high here. This would have been the setup. So push, pull back, and then another high on the market. Okay, so that was my 4-hour time frame analysis. We had created this candle 9 a.m. closed at 1 p.m. I think around here, and so I decided to open a position right around 1, so right around over here, right around I think between 1 and 2 p.m. right. My stop loss initially was very big, so right around here. I have 4 confirmations for this trade, which is the moving average. Price is above the moving average, right? That's one indication. So let me write this down. Above price action. Second is the candle. So 4-hour candle is bullish. Third, I have it here, is the trend. The most important one is the trend. And then fourth confirmation was risk to reward was in favor. All right, so let me get back. Lost track a little bit, so let me get back to the stop loss. Right, first stop loss was pretty big, about close to 4 points, because of this previous 1-hour low over here. Okay, so I decided to move closer to the lowest point of this 1 hour, the next 1-hour candle, because I wanted to short my risk. All right, didn't want to risk too much. And then my take profit, initially my first take profit was right around this area over here. Okay, so right around this exhaustion wick right over here. But once I opened the trade, so market closed from 2 to 6 p.m. right? Market closed early because it was holiday. So when I opened this setup around 6 p.m., I basically said, all right, this is Monday, Memorial Day. I don't want to lose this winning trade. So I just closed the setup and then said, all right, I'm done for the day. So I closed around 6 p.m., 6-ish, maybe 6:30, at about 6.1 points. So for close to 1 to 5 risk to reward. So pretty good setup. And then my take profit was initially here, and we did end up tapping this area right here, but I was not willing to wait, basically 2 more hours for me to close the trade. Already closed it at a pretty good, close to 1 to 5 risk to reward. After that, market just dipped. Okay, so these are my 4 confirmations for, let me make this bigger, my 4 confirmations for this trade. Moving average is above price action, right over here. 4-hour candlestick was bullish, so the 4-hour right here, bullish candlestick, which means buyers are in control of the market. The trend, we have this high, we created a new basically higher low, and then I was aiming for another higher high in the market. Didn't go our way, but we still followed the trend. And then risk to reward was in the favor, wasn't a negative or a 1-to-1, was a pretty good setup as well. After this move, after I closed my trade, the market just corrected about close to 2%. And this morning I was looking at the chart, so I had the opportunity to enter for buys or the same area as here for buys. I didn't enter. I just thought this was too much risk. Didn't want to enter the trade, so market is just now coming back up again. All right, gold is just coming back up again. So this was my trade. We are still, in my opinion, we are still bullish for gold. So let's just wait. Right now, I would possibly wait for a touch right around this low over here, so somewhere around this area. And this was initially my buy zone. We just basically broke below this area. And then if we look left, also this is clean range of traffic from basically 32.88 to 33.40. So possibly if we're moving back again, I would like to see a 33.25 and then a 33.40 if we're moving up. All right. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys on the next one.